Hello everyone, Admiral Seabass here. Welcome to turn 3 for the United Kingdom and the Far East Command. Here's my purchases. For Far East Command, 2 infantry and a fighter, saving $2. Not going to use that on any tech rolls. For UK on the Europe map, 5 guys, which will go in England. 4 damage repaired, which will leave me 5 damage on a major factory, which will let me place those 5 guys. And then an infantry and an artillery for $7 to place in Persia. So let me go ahead and pay this to the bank right here like this. Put it back in the bank. And then I'll remove 4 damage. 4 damage removed from the factory. And I've already made my combat moves here. I thought about going to war against Japan over here, but decided not to poke the bear. Also, definitely because I needed to take some stuff from India into my attack on Iraq there. So I put 3 Italian guys down there. Took 2 infantry and artillery, a mech via amphibious assault, and then the cruiser and the battleship, and a fighter also from India, just to bring as much stuff as I can in there. And then 2 attacks that could change the fortunes of war here for UK. The destroyer from down there, and a fighter going against that navy, which is hard to see. A damaged battleship, a light cruiser, and 5 transports. A bit speculative, but thought UK should try to control what it can control here, which is it's got a chance to completely take Sea Lion off the table next turn if it can win that battle right there. And then I put the other fighter in there against the battle cruiser because that could convoy the UK, which would cost me $6. And that light cruiser can shoot and try to take out the planes anyway. I thought about bringing the plane in here too, but decided to put it over there. Maybe that's a mistake. I don't know. But let's see. Since this one's so consequential, I'm going to go ahead and set this one up, and then we'll do that one. Okay, destroyer and a fighter against a light cruiser and a damaged battleship. So the first thing is the light cruiser gets to shoot an AA at each fighter up to 3. So here it is. And so here's the AA of the light cruiser against the RAF. And I completely missed. Can you believe it, guys? That German light cruiser may have just saved the day for Sea Lion. That is taken off, and he cannot shoot. Wow. So, let's see what happens now. 1 destroyer at 2. He misses. Now a light cruiser and a battleship at 4. And there it is. So, anyone wondering whether these light cruisers can have an impact on the game? You just found out, because that light cruiser just saved Sea Lion for Germany. Wow, very cool stuff. So we'll put that back over there. That light cruiser in there. And now we'll do this attack. And I don't need to take that one over. Let me check something. Okay, the fighter for UK attacks at 3. He misses. The battle cruiser defends at 7 on a D12. And he misses. So we'll go again. UK fighter misses. German battle cruiser misses. UK fighter misses. German battle cruiser hits. All right, so that was not so good for the UK. I knew that was a risk, but it's one that I thought I was willing to take because it was the only way to try to do something in their control to completely take Sea Lion off the table. So now they've lost their Air Force, their destroyer, and they're going to get convoyed at the end of this turn by that battle cruiser. But I just thought it was the right move. Maybe I should have taken the other fighter in there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and set up Iraq, and then I'll be back. Okay, here's the battle in Iraq. First thing is that battleship and cruiser get a shore bombard at a 3 and a 4. And there's one hit. Okay, so 2 at 1, 2 at 2, and 1 at 3. And UK is looking for 2 hits here. They got 1. Okay, so Italy will shoot back with 3 green dice. One hit. We'll lose UK infantry there. So now we got 1 green dice, 2 blue dice. I'm sorry, 1 black dice, 2 green dice, and 1 blue dice. Just looking for 1 hit here. And they got it. And then the Italians will shoot back with 1 green dice. They got a hit. So the reason this was good for the UK is that if Italy takes Egypt, UK has just created a nice avenue to try to retake Egypt, supported by their factory in Persia. And those Italian guys couldn't take over Iraq, add the 3 guys, and then make their own assault on Persia. So that was good for the UK, and I'll put them up 2 here. So now let me ponder my non-combat moves. Okay, non-combats. I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Warpig. He said he marks his units for non-combat, and I didn't do that at the start of this phase, but I did as I was contemplating my non-combats, and it's really helped me out, so I don't forget anything. So thanks, Warpig, for that suggestion. Although I think you said you had some non-combat markers. I'm using the target markers. I'm not sure if you have any that are specifically non-combat. I'd love to know if you do. So now that Sea Lion's on, these 2 boats are going to go 1, 2 into here and bring all 4 of these guys up. I know that opens up Gibraltar. I'm not as worried about that, and I'll tell you why. Because the U.S. is in the war, they can hit Gibraltar with all that stuff next turn. So I'm not as worried about that. So there's 1 non-combat. This plane's going to go 1, 2, 3 for the defense of Egypt. This guy's going to go 1, 2. I'll show you why I did that in a minute, because these 3 guys are going to move up here. This tank's going to move up here, and this tank's going to move to here. So I've got a couple of guys in a tank that can hop on a transport next turn. I think that transport's safe. So there's that. This guy has to move back to Persia and land there. This guy moves up to there. I was going to move that destroyer up as a blocker, but I'm not sure there's anywhere to block because that Japanese Navy can move 2, so it can go here or here, and that's not going to block anything. So I think I'll just leave it there. I'm going to move 1 guy down here for the defense of Malaya, leaving 1 guy as a blocker there. I'm going to move all these guys back here for the defense of India, leaving that guy as a blocker. That stack, if I had left it here or here, was going to get taken out next turn by those tanks and all that Air Force. So didn't want to do that. And this guy is actually going to stay where he is. And I think that's it for non-combat moves. So let me clean a couple of these things up, rechip, and then I'll be back for unit placement and collect income. Okay, place units. These two guys will go here in Persia. You can see that Middle Earth's letting me build up a nice little army over there in the Middle East. So move that over there. These 5 guys will go here. Defense of London. Sea Lion's on, but there is 5, 8, 11, 12, 17, 19 infantry. A mech. An artillery, that's 21 defending at 2. A tank defending at 3. 4 artillery. It's going to be tough. It'll be a big battle. Yeah, that'll be an interesting choice, won't it, for Germany? Okay. The fighter and 2 guys we are going to put down here. Can only build 3 down here, and I'm collecting $17, which means either going to be saving a lot of money or I'm going to be buying decent pieces. Oh, you know what? I forgot a couple of non-combat moves. This guy goes into Moscow, and I'm going to send one of these fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up there. That's the reason I bought another fighter. Okay, so all this money gets back to the bank except for this $2, which was saved. And now let me figure out the collect income and the convoy rules. Okay, here's the convoy situation here. We've got a German battlecruiser in 109 with a convoy marker. So we will roll a single dice. We're looking for a 1, 2, or a 3. We got a 3, did max damage. Income reduction, so UK will collect 3 less in income. Scheduled to collect 30, so they will collect 27. And they don't have wartime economy. So that is 25 and 7 they will collect. And the FEC will collect 17. They also do not have wartime economy. So there is 10, 5, and 2 more. They'll have $19 to spend next turn, which means they can probably buy another naval unit next turn to try to deal with Japan. I was thinking about buying them a carrier. We'll see. Yeah, that should do it for UK turn 3. Don't think I missed anything. Got all the non-combats in, did all the collect income. That's where things stand. Admiral Seabass signing off.